They're all at the dinner table, and Kobe says that he has something to tell them. Hey my beautiful peeps, if you're new here, my name is Shar, and welcome to Shar TV. For my existing subscribers, I appreciate you coming on back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a recap on my usual couples that I do for episode 17 of 90 Day Fiancé. It's called To Have and To Scold. So if recaps are something that you like to hear pertaining to 90 Day Fiancé, you might want to click on the red button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Now let's jump on to the recap. I'll be starting with Kobe and Emily. It's wedding day, and Emily's feeling kind of lost because of the whole Ohio situation, questioning the gender roles, and the secret pregnancy. She's now questioning if her and Kobe are on the same page about their lives and the future of their relationship. She does realize that she overreacted the night before, and she doesn't want Kobe to feel bad on the wedding day. He's currently staying at a hotel, so she decides to give him a quick phone call.
Hello?
Hi, babe.
What's up?
Well, I just kind of wanted to call and check in. I just have been thinking a lot about last night. I feel bad that I just came at you the way that I did.
Yeah, that got me worried. We're so close to getting married and still have trust issues.
She told him that she realizes that she jumped to conclusions and that she needs to learn how to communicate better and not get so upset. She apologized and told him that she really does love him and she trusts him, and that she also realizes that he made sacrifices to be with his family. Wow, I can tell you that I never thought I'd see Emily admit that she is wrong. Thumbs up to her for that. Kobe didn't think that there was gonna be a wedding after what happened the night before, and he appreciates that she acknowledged her behavior. But he does find it questionable how she's talking about trust and whatnot, but she's hiding the pregnancy from her family, which has been really bothering him. Emily is now feeling relieved after the phone call with Kobe, and now it's time for her to get ready for the wedding, which is in about 3 hours.
Okay, so you have to open it like this. Here, man. You have to hold it like that. All right, just find the floor. Yeah, there. Very good. You look so pretty. Thank you. I don't want to cry yet. Oh, you're about to cry. Just shut up.
Emily knows that she hasn't been the easiest on her parents. They've gone through her bad relationships and her mistakes. So it does mean a lot to her that her mother approves of Kobe and just wants the best for them. Now her mama dropped some words of wisdom on her and said that she needs to learn how to compromise and that she can't win every fight. You tell her, mama. Kobe is getting dressed for his special day and he never imagined not having his family around him. But he does have 2 of his good friends with him, and that cheers him up.
Temperature is going to be my best man, and I got H2 also, who's coming all the way from Houston. You're going to realize after today your life is going to change, man. Really? Yeah. It'll give you goose pimples. Kinda. Kobe is like a brother to me. We grew up together. The day he was leaving to come over here to the US, I was there in Cameroon with him. So we saw him off at the airport. And on that day, I was just imagining what today would look like.
Emily's father joins them, and it means a lot that he arrived on his own. He's still feeling stressed about the secret pregnancy, but he knows that Emily insisted on not telling her parents. David asked Kobe if he's happy, and Kobe said yes. Now David did have his doubts about Kobe before he arrived in the US, but Kobe sent him a letter saying how much he loved Emily and asked for his permission to marry her. And David wrote Kobe a letter back saying that it's important for him to step up to the plate and provide for his family.
Well, you remember the first letter you sent me with asking permission? Yeah, I remember that letter. Yeah. And you remember my response? I remember everything, so sometimes I go through that. Here, I'm going to give you this. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much, sir.
With tears in his eyes, David said to Kobe it's his job now. That's for Emily and Coben. He's to take charge and have them in the right direction. Kobe said that he appreciates it so much, and David said that he loves him like a son. Whoosh, I gotta say, that scene got me. Didn't you find it touching too? Now, it was at this point that Kobe broke down. You could really tell that the secret was really getting to him, and especially that Emily's father trusts him so much. It's like he failed him and he can't take it anymore. And then he tells Emily's father that there's something that he's been wanting to tell him.
Down deep in my heart, I really do appreciate everything that you've done, not only for me, you know, raising my son. I knock off your daughter back in China. You accepted me in your house. You know, I traveled all the way from Africa. I didn't know where I was going to stay. These are things that are very rare, you know.
Damn, for a second there, I thought he was actually going to spill the beans to Emily's father. Although he wanted to tell him, he thought that it might betray Emily's trust. David does realize that Kobe gave up everything to be in the US. So he doesn't want Kobe to think that he doesn't recognize that. He said that he's glad to have him as part of the family. Kobe doesn't know if him and David are still gonna be close after they reveal the big secret. But his actions make him feel that he does belong there. And with that, off he goes to the venue to get married.
Love you. We are gathered here today to give our support as Emily and Kobe unite their love and marriage.
They say their vows and Emily starts to cry. They are now husband and wife, and it's time to celebrate. Now, you know the producers are shady and they like to stir things up, so they ask Emily and Kobe if, you know, they're gonna be telling the parents about the pregnancy. Emily says, and Kobe says, yes, it's the perfect time. It is now a couple of days after the wedding, and tonight, Kobe and Emily will be telling the family about the pregnancy. But for Emily, she is happy to keep it a secret until the parents find out. It's kind of crazy how she's so comfortable with lying. They're all at the dinner table, and Kobe says that he has something to tell them.
Emily's pregnant.
No. Yeah. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. Kobe definitely wanted to tell you before. But I was like, no.
It's not been easy. We fought a lot.
We didn't want to tell you before the wedding because we want everyone to enjoy the wedding and not stress.
Now David wants to know, well, how far along Emily is and what's the deal? She says she is 10 weeks. And David was like, Jesus, man, I didn't even realize that she was that far along. Her parents are quite shocked. Surprise, surprise. I mean, the timing is not right for another child. Her sister Madeline is shocked, and even more so that she didn't pick up on the pregnancy herself. She feels that Emily takes advantage of their parents and everything that they have there. And she doesn't realize the effect of her actions at times. At times, I think all the time.
So my plans are retiring in about a year and a half. That's not going to happen because you're not going to be able to work. You can't work. They need to get on their feet. I mean, we cannot support them forever, and we want to travel. We want to do some things, and I think Emily, she feels very secure here. I mean, maybe we've been too easy on them, you know.
And that is everything between Kobe and Emily. It's wedding day, and Jibri is feeling pressure to make sure that everything is perfect for Miona. He tells his grandma about the conversation that he had the day before with his mother. He's feeling confused, frustrated, and hurt, and wishes that his parents were there to attend the wedding. And he also wishes that his friend David was there. David will not be attending because you know him and Miona don't get along. While Jibri and his grandma are scoping out the surroundings, she asks him if Igor is on his way.
Igor is a really good friend that I've been through a lot of stuff with, and he's always been there for big events. He's a brother, he's family. Igor lives in LA, and he's agreed to pick up an arch for our ceremony and bring it 3 hours from LA to Joshua Tree. So I just hope he makes it in time.
Miona is very excited for her special day. She compromised by not having the beach wedding, but there are certain things that she is not willing to compromise on, such as the arch. She figures that the arch will be perfect for taking pictures. Jibri mentions to his grandma that he still hasn't written his wedding vows. What? And not to mention, he still hasn't tried on his suit. Huh? Well, I sure hope it fits. He's also hoping and praying that his friend does show up with the arch.
Igor is late.
How far is he?
2 hours.
Well, you can go for 3 and be totally ready.
Yeah.
And you got an hour of light.
Yeah.
If he'll be here by then.
Yeah. Igor is gone above and beyond to pick up the arch today, which I appreciate, but Igor is saying that he's 2 hours away, and I'm not even allowing myself to think about what's gonna happen if the arch don't come.
Miona is hoping to have the wedding around midday, and she's trying her best to not stress out because Igor is late. She does not want her special day ruined. Miona didn't end up purchasing the dress that she tried on in Chicago. It just wasn't the one. She found her dress online by accident, and it was made by a Russian designer. She fell in love with it immediately.
Look at me over your shoulder, Miona. Yeah, like behind you, kind of right there. My mom and dad, when they had a wedding, I always thought that they just got married in courthouse, and then my dad told me, no, we had it, but the pictures got destroyed. I was like, oh my god, that sounds like the worst nightmare ever. You called Jibri, he was going there. Can you call him to do the first look with me here now?
Oh, yes.
I think that it's important to document those important events in your life.
It's the first look, and Jibri is loving what he sees. They head out to take some pictures. It's 2:15 now, and Igor still is not there. They're running out of light because it's getting late, and they're also waiting on a vintage truck that is to be delivered from one of the neighbors. And the vintage truck is also going to be used in the photos. Goodness me, what is happening? Poor Jibri is stressed out about this damn arch, and his grandma reminds him that the ceremony is the most important thing, and they have the lovely scenery as the arch. She said that they can't delay the ceremony because the sun ain't gonna wait for them. Sometimes you don't get everything that you want. Igor has finally arrived. Well, thank goodness for that, so Jibri can stop stressing. Miona is fussing with the arch to make sure that it's perfect because she don't want anything messing up her pictures. I can't believe that's what they were going crazy over. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be something spectacular. It's time for the ceremony. Now, I did want to insert a clip, but I decided not to because Jibri had written a country song for Miona and they were playing it while they were walking to the arch. I am not trying to get hit with a copyright claim. You know how that is because the song is on Spotify. They danced a little bit before the ceremony started, and I have to admit that was pretty cute.
That was
You guys are making
an
me cry.
amazing song.
Because the two of you, Miona and Jibri, chose the desert as a setting for your marriage ceremony, it seems appropriate that we incorporate a sand ceremony into your celebration. Joshua trees spring from the sand of this desert. There's one over there. Theirs is a story of survival, resilience, and beauty.
They say their vows, and it was quite touching. Miona said that Jibri's vows were very unique. They are now husband and wife. Igor and Jibri's grandmother wish them both well on their new journey. Oh, and the vintage truck did show up. And that is everything between Jibri and Miona. That concludes my recaps, my beautiful peeps. I hope that you enjoyed it. On to my final thoughts. There was no Ari and Binyam, as well as no Eve and Muhammad. I guess we'll see them next time. I'm okay with that. Now, as for Jibri and Miona, I'm quite impressed that she didn't turn into a bridezilla. Just seeing how sometimes she acts, I thought that she was gonna really flip out about Igor being late and whatnot, but she was pretty relaxed. And some of you probably know why she was. It was a cute ceremony though. As for Kobe and Emily, they both looked really nice, and I'm glad that the pregnancy is no longer a secret. And especially that you could really tell that it was bothering Kobe. And at the dinner table, it was like things were going in one ear and coming out the other for Emily when her dad was telling her, y'all need to get yourself together. It's because she probably knows that they're gonna take care of them anyway. That's all that I have to say about the episode. Let me know your thoughts, drop them down below. I definitely like to see it. If you enjoyed my recap, give me a thumbs up. I like to see those as well. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!